All right. I think we're live.
Yep, we are.
Listen, there's a look. I defended. I really didn't defend. Please show me where I defended Ian Miles Cheong. There was a situation earlier, just to get this out of the way, where Keemstar released a personal fucking audio tracks of Ian Miles Cheong saying that he called the police on Andy Warski, knowing about cocaine and knowing about guns. All right. From this call, what I gathered, all right, it sounded like he was calling the cops on Andy. And I think it's completely believable that might be the case. When other information came out and other audio came out where Ian is clearly trying to stack the deck, Andy's a lot of fucking things. He's certainly not schizophrenic, and Ian Miles Cheong certainly knows that's not the case. It looks like he was swatting. Let me make this abundantly clear. That Ian Miles Cheong swatted Andy. And this is coming from a guy who this guy repeatedly says, I've sexually assaulted children. All right. Even Andy Warski doesn't deserve that. So let's get that fucking out of the way. The other thing I want to make abundantly clear is I seem to have attracted a certain group of people that when they, I think it really goes back to the old Monday Matt situation. And I said, look, Monday Matt fucked up, but I'm not just fucking jumping on the train. And I hate jumping on hate trains. I hate it. It sucks. I don't like it. But that seems to, everybody that seems to, I don't know, kind of have a checkered history, a checkered past, somebody who seems to be on their fucking way out. I guess they know we've set some kind of standard that, the people that shot from the point and me will stick up from the very end. Oh, that ends today. Because when I stuck up, which I never stuck up for Ian, I said he was a snitch in the same tweet that I supposedly defended him in. That's not much of that's not really sticking up for anybody. I did talk to Ian personally in between the first audio release, which is ambiguous. This is a guy calling the cops. I don't want swatting equated with calling the cops because that means when YouTubers are legitimately doing something, and Andy wasn't, by the way, he was swatted. It's going to get kind of conflated with swatted, and that means the most corrupt YouTubers will rule the roost. I do have a problem with that. But that being said, let me make this abundantly clear. Andy was swatted. When I found out the information, I immediately let everybody know that would be the case. And not only that, I talked to Ian in between that first audio release by an account, I think it's at 3NHE Dona, Duana. ANNA. All right. When I found that, I talked to Andy. I talked to Ian between that. He obviously let me walk into a fucking trunk. At any time, he could have told me that he switched Andy's. He did put gay porn on Andy's thumbnails. At any time, he could have told me. He could have said, "Tommy, I did swat him." At any time, he could have told me.
He knew it was going to come out.
He knew it was going to come out, and he was more than happy to walk me in front of a fucking train. And I probably only have myself to blame for, look, I got sick of the witch hunting. I still get disgusted by the group mentality. Go get him. Because I've seen people destroyed over, stupid shit, like can't feed your family. I ran to Germany to get away from my kids. So I didn't have to pay child support, when it's exactly the opposite. I stayed in Germany so I could be a part of my kids' lives. Little stuff like that. I've seen the lies destroy channels. I've had lies thrown my way. We're going to address something then because, of course, when you make it, when you point out that calling the police isn't exactly swatting, the best comeback for that is to attack that person's parenting abilities, and I'll deal with that. It's an easy debunk. So let me make this abundantly clear. There's no production value with this. I am addressing the allegations. I'm not streaming Sunday. It's the Super Bowl, and we'll go right back to what we were doing before. All right. Ian Miles Cheong walked me in front of a box. He is a doxer. He is a liar. He is a swatter. Well, Tommy, you knew that he was a doxer beforehand. Well, yeah. I'm also well aware that Ralph's a doxer. I'm also well aware that Andy has doxed people live and called for their flagging down.
I wouldn't. there's absolutely no proof that Ralph is 100% a doxer. I wouldn't.
Or was in a doxing server. Is
Ralph
that better?
runs with people.
That
Ralph's
has
in a
doxing
doxing
server.
server.
And you can check Nick DiOrio's video if you want to be. If we're gonna get really critical on English over here. But no, we're not sticking up for anybody anymore. I think you're fucking out of luck if you're running the shop for the point. If you want us to run a story, no more sticking up for you. Because obviously nobody wants to come to me unless they actually did fuck up for real. And again,
yeah, you didn't mean to do it on purpose. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you set a precedent that a bunch of people who are on the fucking balls of their ass were going to come to this show to try to get some fucking help at the last second, and they don't give a fuck who they put in the way.
I find it bizarre. Ian Miles Cheong. Oh shit! That was somebody else's DMs, but I think I'm in a good position to release Ian's DMs. Because most of our talks have been audio, so I don't have some big thing to anything big to release. And as you can see, this is the beginning of my timeline with him. We don't have a big relationship. I find it bizarre that Ian told me that Andy Worski has been flagging me, and there's just a list of flags on his flag history, right? And I'm just the tip of the iceberg. That he's been flagging for some time because, as we all know, Ian had access. He was a manager inside Worski Live. And then when Nick brought up the fact that, hey, Andy, you can show us our flag history, your flag history, and if Ian Miles Cheong is lying, you buried him.
Yeah, that wasn't the plan. The plan was just to say, Andy, we need to see your flag history, because at the time we trusted Ian. The issue that we're having here is that if there was nothing in Andy's flag history, which now I'm inclined to believe there isn't, it would have disproved him, and it probably would have fucked him right there.
Well, once we bring that up in the stream, that, hey, you got an opportunity here, Andy, you can fuck Ian for life if you show your flag history, because he's telling me you're flagging my shit. I got potential
DDoS.
The next thing I heard from Ian is your stream ended abruptly. And who's the other guy that just magically disappeared? Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy that ran a stream on fucking Ian and his shit went down?
Oh, Memology 101. His video went down.
Yeah, but wasn't there a stream? Was there, and his video magically went down? Like, I mean, look.
Yeah, his video, someone got flagged down or struck. That's what it was. A struck took his video. A strike took his video down.
And that could, I mean, that whole thing could have ended fucking, that could, if he drops his flag, if Andy drops his flag history and I'm not on it, Ian lied to my face, which I'm inclined to believe. All right.
And we're not the only person who believed Ian, because Keemstar said, Ian, you flagged that guy's video. And Mr. Antonio Chavez, that's how he goes on Twitter, said, Ian reached out, and I don't believe it was him. So we're not the only one who believed this guy.
Well, I'm sure he changed his mind now. Ian Miles Cheong's a doxer. He's a swatter, and he has some serious prices to pay. And I just want to make it abundantly fucking clear.
Oh, Andy's stream was going down, too. Andy's stream, I think 4 or 5 times it was fucking up. Wonder who did that.
That's what I mean. And please, you can go back to my side. I never defended Ian. I called him a snitch. I just had a problem with the word swatting before the evidence was in. When the evidence was in, I clearly said that he was a swatter. One of the biggest criticisms of me going forward is and this one's legit. I seem to be backing the wrong horse over and over and over and over again. If you decide not to trust my judgment in the future, as far as who I say is a good person and a bad person, well, you're never going to get any shit from me. Like, I promise. Absolutely promise. Obviously, my judgment has been piss poor since I helped Keemstar dig himself out of a fucking grave in 2016. So I don't know if you're ever going to hear me say this guy's a good guy ever a fucking again. So I just let that abundantly clear. I guess the only other thing we're going to need to address is this the parenting shit, correct?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
By the way, if Ian's around, he's welcome to come talk.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to see this because I have to question absolutely everything.
Feel free.
Because a lot of times when these situations happen, you know, some of the accusations are true and some of them are just bullshit and some of them are just designed to destroy people. All right. And it's usually the most extreme stuff is the most bullshit. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm inclined to believe the most extreme stuff is absolutely true. Absolutely true. 100%. So this is, I guess, I don't know. I'm a bad parent. Here we go.
8.
That's usually more accurate.
Yeah, honestly, change the fuck.
Sometime right after 10 p.m. Eastern.
I like how you made it 10:05 so you could be late, and then you fucking
Ended up still late.
and then you ended up still
This
late.
is the timestamp?
It's about to come.
I'm playing it. Voice in my head. Okay, so let's. So this is Tommy C finding out that his child is choking.
All right, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't get on these fucking hate trains. This is why I was skeptical that Keemstar wasn't framing. Keemstar wasn't actually framing the Ian Miles Chung thing correctly. This is why I was skeptical of him, because these guys are every bit the fucking liars Ian is. You know, there's a possibility that everybody involved is a snake. Let me float that by you.
Where are you?
By the way, I'm probably going to play this again later if it's funny. Is it funny, Zoom?
Let's see.
It's sad.
Okay, so
Well.
where's the fucking? What's the video called again? Sorry, I haven't.
Who's a boomer here? I'm sorry. Who's a boomer?
Me?
No, what's it called though? No, what's the name? Breakfast and beer. Okay.
Breakfast and beer.
It's not showing my fucking thing.
Everybody does.
Shit. Okay, hang on. Boom. No.
Yeah, this is the mastermind, folks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's not showing up in my application windows.
I think we better transitions on our show.
Okay, guys, can you just? I'll say when to play it. We'll pull a Ralph here.
Well, you don't have baited podcast behind you on the fucking screen, so
Yeah, I guess
you're
not.
doing a little bit. Yeah, Warski left cancels for a year.
Finding out my kid was choking. That's fun.
In 3,
Who would
2,
call me to say my kid was
1.
choking? They do the Heimlich maneuver, for Christ's sakes.
go.
Does this where they upload a video saying, hey, I'm going live on Twitch, come check me out. And I also promote my YouTube on Twitch as well. It's in my fucking panels.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, they just play the audio?
Yeah.
No, he switches to video.
He switched to
Got a
video?
call.
Okay.
I don't think I can take it.
No, it's Is that your wife?
Yeah, probably.
If she's calling during the show, you think it might be important?
Ah, fuck, probably. What am I gonna do?
I don't
The
know.
guy's
Do you want
like-
to call it from my phone? Do you know the number?
His friend's like, dude.
Let's see if he does it again.
Yeah, if she calls again.
Yeah, we might have
Oh,
to.
wow.
But,
Nice. It probably was important.
it might. Oh, and now you spilled your beer.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Now you're in your head. Oh, no.
I feel like we're doing a fucking kill stream.
Uh-oh. Do you want to call her from my phone?
Stop it, guys. They were just watching my face. I didn't switch this. I'm sorry, guys. Hello? Dudes? Hey!
So
Yes.
Pot,
You see how bad Ian
14,
Miles Chung is that we
I
have to
wasn't showing
fucking
the
feel
actual
bad for this guy?
Oh.
This guy is the victim.
Yeah, let's make that clear. He is the victim. But,
Let's-
I mean...
this
look,
guy is the
At the
victim.
same time, Nick, look, he would Ian Miles Chung somebody in a fucking minute.
Oh, yeah, I'm
And
just saying
has.
this time
He's
he
he's
didn't.
called
This
for
time he
fucking-
didn't.
He's called
This,
for,
this time,
Oh, this time he's the
Gamergate
victim.
guy tried
but
to
he's also
fucking
called
kill
for
him.
fucking flags for people on his fucking show. He's already fucking flagged down Tonka, and whatever you think of Tonka, that kind of goes against your reality about deplatforming and all that horse shit. If I think somebody should be deplatformed, I'll say it. I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, go flag this guy down. So, like I said, there's a possibility that everybody involved is shit.
I'm never defending anybody in the entire
Okay, rewind
community.
it to
The point I'm
fucking-
making is that this guy made a comment
I'm not
and he
reading
didn't want to hear it,
Yeah.
and he ran into an issue and he tried to kill him.
Oh, yeah. He
Allegedly.
Did. He did. He tried. There's no doubt about it. But I wouldn't put that past Andy or anybody
This
else.
isn't Biggie and Pac in fucking West Side.
Anybody in this community is willing to do this to each other at any time, including Andy or I got to be honest with you, I'm the only one that doesn't. I try to look on the bright side of things. I don't try to spin anything, and when I'm wrong, I fucking eat it. So I have a little trouble. He is a victim in this case, but I have a little fucking trouble feeling bad for a guy that's saying I'm sexually assaulting kids. I have a little trouble for a bad who has no problem deplatforming people himself. I have a little trouble feeling bad for him.
In the panels.
Okay, ready? Okay, let me switch the screen. Well, I stink. I know.
Oh, and then say that I was avoiding when my kid was choking to death.
I'm not gonna blame you guys. Okay, ready?
I wonder what he
3,
would do if he was getting all the
2,
super
1,
chats.
Play.
Yeah.
Fuck. You got a call.
I don't think I can take it.
No, it's. Is that your wife?
Yeah, probably.
If she's calling during the show, you think it might be important?
Ah, fuck, probably. Well, what am I gonna do?
I don't know. Do you want to call her from my phone? Do you know the number?
And I think I said that because I said, don't call me. I'm doing something to me. I'm going to be downtown for an hour.
Let's see if he does it again.
Yeah, if she calls again.
Yeah, we might have to.
But nice.
It probably was important.
It might. Oh, and now you spilled your beer.
Now I'm thinking about it.
You're in your head. Oh no. Yeah, it's not good. Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I'm disappointed because I'm thinking this is some major emergency. I might have to go home. There wasn't.
Do you want to call her from my phone?
Yeah. Do we have her on you?
I don't know. Do you know the number?
No.
Oh, well, fuck.
I thought you.
Why do I have her
I
number?
thought you called her.
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit! There's a message. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tommy is sick. When you're streaming, I have to go.
She would do that. He isn't sick.
She sent me a video of him and he's crying the whole time.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh, by the way, pause that.
Yeah.
What did your wife say? Oh, fuck, you're streaming? Oh, then I have to go.
He's crying. Yeah, then I have to go. And there's a reason for that.
I have to go. Was there pushback?
No.
Was there pushback there?
No, there was
her
no
saying,
pushback.
"Oh, Tommy, you need to go home"?
No.
No.
She was letting me know.
She said she could handle it.
She was letting me know it probably if I came home and she wasn't there for some reason. As it turned out, and I talk about this later in the stream, and I could put the whole stream. At this point, this is in December of 2017. We were having a problem with the babysitter sending home my kid at the drop of a sniffle. I had bitched and moaned and pissed and moaned about this on stream. We had a problem with the babysitter. It's been long fucking. So by the time I get home from this, my kid's still walking at this point. He's about a year. He's just about to turn 2, and he's bouncing off the fucking wall. One of the things I told my wife before I went, I was like, I don't want to be pulled out for the it would have been the 3rd time in 2 weeks at this point for this kid having a sniffle, right? And all she's basically telling me is I'm going to get him. There's a reason why she would get him and I wouldn't. She's not at work. As you know, this year, the first week in December, I went to Ireland. And guess what? She took the first week of fucking December off that year too. So she usually takes the first weekend because she has extra vacation days. She's home 5 minutes away, a 5-minute walk from where my kid is. I'm on the other side of town on foot, a 45-minute walk. I live in an urban area, Wiesbaden, Germany. It's not a docks. That's what everybody knows.
Okay, then I have to go.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't know you were on time.
She didn't leave work because at the time she worked in Frankfurt. She wouldn't have drove an hour. That would have been my job at this point. Choking. He had some sniffles, and when I came home, he was screaming and yelling like a maniac, like most kids his age do.
It's all right.
What the fuck?
This is an incredible spin.
Huh?
What?
No, it didn't look like that. You couldn't really
Can you see why I don't feel bad for these people?
breathe.
Oh.
Okay, but
He's crying because he didn't get his way?
Oh, it's SF2P1.
She said no, it didn't really look
Twitch.
like that. It looked like he was crying because he couldn't
Yeah,
breathe.
we
Oh, Tommy's a fucking pile of shit.
And here's the thing. The problem is she was watching a fucking video that the babysitter was giving him and telling her she couldn't breathe. And we got him home. This is the 3rd time in 2 weeks. And we had to talk to her about it. By the time I got home, and all my wife is doing is telling me, look, basically, I'm not going to be home. I'm leaving. That's all she's doing. Because she didn't call me to go out. There's no possible way I can get over there. She's 5-minute walk. I'm a 45-minute walk. Probably an hour of traffic and all that other shit. If I catch the bus. Then I could have been there in 30 minutes. That's all that's going on here.
Oh, Tommy.
No,
Father
that's...
of
Here,
the
pause
fucking
it.
year there.
You pause it at 1550? What the fuck is this? That's just... I'm disgusted. Someone
And
fucking...
he doesn't leave for about 45 minutes. He sits there and finishes his beer and bullshit.
Oh, of course. We do an hour show. Sometimes more. I told my wife without a fucking... Is that where he stops it? Because I'd like to play the original, if possible.
What's the timestamp on the video?
Yeah. Does he actually go on? Because I would like to play the rest of it. On Breakfast
that's
and
pretty
Beer.
much it. They're just going to
Okay,
insult
yeah,
you
that's
for
what I
next
did. So they framed
6
it like this. And then I said, she didn't call me to get me. She told me where she was going. And I will, I know exactly where this is. It was sent to me earlier. So they tried to frame it like, what the fuck's this got to do with Ian? I mean, shit. I defended a bad guy. What the hell?
We'll take a guess where it came from.
Oh, yeah, sure. What, Zoom? Sure.
Andy didn't find this clip. Andy wasn't looking for clips 2 years ago to come get you.
Yeah.
And I also promote my YouTube on Twitch as well.
Here's the
It's in my
entire fucking
panels.
clip.
Oh, fuck.
We'll go back to where Andy left off.
Nice.
It probably was important.
Let me get to where he left off and what they left out.
She sent me a video of... Okay, then I have to go. Okay. I didn't know you were on top.
And I basically told her, if she gets picked up with a sniffle again, I don't want to fucking drop what I'm doing. It's completely reasonable. She's 5 minutes away. I'm 45.
It's alright.
Yesterday, and I said to you, because you do this, he's got the little thing. He's crying because he's not getting his way.
Huh? No, it didn't look like that. He couldn't really breathe.
Alright, talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
And it turned out that that was the case.
Oh, it's SFTP1 on Twitch. Yeah, we're live right now.
Right now, buddy.
You can watch us right from here.
If we're still alive.
If we might still be live, I don't know. You just locked yourself out of the phone, dude.
No. Are we
Are we still good? We can hear you.
Good, it's
Okay,
too late
well,
now.
hey, it's all right. The baby's sick. Oh, probably not. I don't know.
I know he's not. Because if he has so much of as a sniffle.
Oh,
that's my. Oh, you're the Welshman. I know you. You don't remember? Yeah, like 12 years ago, but I remember you. I talked to you when I was in my late 20s. We used to drink at the Irish.
You're the Welshman from 12 years ago.
We used to drink, yeah. We used to, like 10, 12 years ago, we used to drink. And bullshit.
It's coming back.
Tommy. Yeah. No, I looked a lot different.
The voice, you'll never forget
And
the voice.
you talked to me in my 20s, now I'm in my early 40s. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
SFTP1 on Twitch. Yes. I had to take a call.
The Welshman.
I remember everybody at Drinkway.
He does.
Tell the what? I'm sorry I called you the Welshman. I just forgot your name.
No, he's a new character. The Welshman.
Yeah.
That's how he knew you knew him.
Yeah, no, I remember. We were both much younger men back then. You can watch it at home, or like we have it also have it on YouTube.
Another fucking cable, because it's still going down.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
It's either the cable
or...
So, I mean, look, you can hear me say, we're having a problem with this. My wife called me to tell me she wasn't going to be there. This is framed as she called for help, and I said, fuck it. This got nothing to do with fucking Ian Miles Cheong. And we had a problem.
Like I said, if they had a degree, it'd be in reaching.
Pride if we are having a problem with the babysitter shirking her job. Her job was taken. If a kid has a cough or a sniffle, that's not enough to send him home. He's got to be sick. And it would have been the third time in 2 weeks. I had bitched about it over and over again. So they framed it as my wife desperately needed help, and she leave work? She was home. It's a 5-minute walk. It's down the street. And the reason we put her in daycare that day is because my wife wanted to catch up on shit herself. Plan was I get to go stream with Dave for an hour, which I did. The whole stream's a fucking hour. I would be home at the place opens at 11 a.m. The stream was over by 12. And I was home by 12:45. My kid bouncing off the wall. I don't know what that has to do with Ian Miles Cheong. Ian Miles Cheong fucked me. He fucked me hard. He could have told me, Tommy, I'm responsible for this at any time.
Hi, Ralph.
And then it turns out,
fuck him.
Yeah. And then it turns out that not only that, but the gay porn stuff's true. He did change Andy's stuff.
And there it is.
Ralph wants in.
Hey, can anybody, I don't know, can anybody, Ralph?
Ralph just said, "Give me the link." So send me the link.
Come on in.
Come on in. Pull him in the whole thing.
Come on in the call.
1 second.
What I just say, bro, I'm sick of these fucking lying scumbags, bro. I'm really serious, bro. You're not fucking SFTP, bro. From now on, bro, we don't fuck with you. Cause you guys, they're fucking fake, bro, and they're fucking lying and snitch.
Wait. You know what? Why am I putting Ralph in? The guy's a fucking liar. He framed. You know what? Tell Ralph to stick it up his straight up his ass. There's nothing gonna come good of putting him on, so he can fucking say, you want to switch the narrative? You got a bigger show. You like fucking whipping your fucking your users around, your dick around to show how much more powerful you are than me. You know what? Get your own fucking platform. You tried to fucking shape this like I was shirking my fucking obligation when I said, hey, I'm going out with Dave today, right? And I don't want to be interrupted by this fucking babysitter who's shirking her detail. She called me to let me know that she was gonna take care of it. Because she's a 5-minute walk away. She's home from work. And there's no way when she was working in Frankfurt at the time that she would have went home. The closest person to the baby would have took care of it. It looks like he's not breathing. Guess what? He was breathing. He's fine. He's in the other fucking room. So Ralph could go suck a fat fucking Nazi dick. Apparently, that David Duke dick was in his mouth the other day. So leave it at that. Ralph, fuck off. Find something else to do.
Yeah.
Don't fucking shirk anything with my kids. That's a problem with my babysitter. Oh, by the way, it got fixed. So kind of like this is going to get fixed. Kind of like we're not going to fucking bat for you anymore. Whoever the fuck you might be. That's going to take care. That is going to take advantage of my. No, pull him, kick him, fucking get him out. Fuck him. He can fucking shape his own bullshit detail. He can call me. What am I going to put a guy on there that's saying I'm sexually assaulting kid? What possible reason do I have to platform him? What possible reason? Unknown. Hey, guess what? Ian Miles Chung's a fucking piece of shit liar and a doxer, and so are you. You're around guys like that. You have no problem rolling with guys like that, and so are you. And so is Andy Warski. And so is Monday Matt. And Tonka fucked up his paperwork. So are you. I'm an ex-soldier. I have a clean fucking record. I never punched a fucking cop. I never got a DWI. I never did half the shit that is well known that you guys did. I never called anybody a pedophile. I never called Andy a pedophile. I reported on something that everybody was reporting on, that Tonka leaked, and Medicker's video shows on Tonka that I wasn't the only guy talking about it. My biggest crime was having a semantic debate with Keemstar over the fact that this didn't qualify as swatting. Eventually, it did. And the fact that if Keemstar's running with a guy like you, yeah, it might be unfair, guilt by association, but they're going to use guilt by association against Keemstar. It doesn't, I'm not making the argument that it's guilt by association. They're going to. Just like they did to you, Ralph. They did it to you. They did it to Poods, and Keemstar ain't Poods. And they're going to get rid of people that associate with you, Ralph. So you know what? No, I don't want him on my show. I don't want a guy who stands on cancer kids' beds so he can sit there and get over his jokes about dead Jews. Oh, why do you call me a Nazi? That's why I say you're because that's not fair. You know what? I don't think it's too much of a stretch for you to go on against a mass shooting, goofing on Jews. Hey, no, it's the chat. To say, you know what? Maybe he has those type of leanings. And the word Nazi is hyperbole. You're far right wacko.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
I don't want to get the Geek Thulu defense where we sit here for the next 2 months about how you didn't give Ralph a word in edgewise.
Fuck Ralph! Fuck Ralph! Fuck Ralph! Look, Geek Thulu came on here with fucking nothing. He got treated like every other goddamn caller, and he could sit there. Oh, he lowered his volume. No, he couldn't talk. So Geek Thulu's been lying about that ever since. Here's another guy calling a fucking 3-year-old the N-word. And Andy Worski joining in. Maybe it's possible maybe it's possible that everybody in this community is rotten to the fucking core. I don't have a fucking record. I don't have a DWI. Hell, I stayed here, fought with the Jugendamt, which is basically DIFUS or CPS, so I could pay child support. Because had I left and went home, I wouldn't have had to pay a fucking thing.
You didn't buy an Xbox with it.
I didn't buy an Xbox with money I didn't have. I didn't do it. So why do I have to give that a platform? I'm here in Germany because I knocked up abroad and I stuck it out. That's what happened. Ralph doesn't get a platform. He's got his fucking own. Fuck you. You don't like me calling you Nazi? Stop hanging around him. Hey, Keem. I don't think you're a fucking racist Nazi. I think you're hanging around a bunch of fucking far-right wackos to get back at me. Guess what? No one at Wall Street Journal cares if they want to take you down. That's what the conversation was about. Oh, and maybe they might do it to me, too. Hell, it's probably a better chance if I air Ralph right now. The guy who stood on cancer kids' graves so he can make jokes about Jews before their bodies were cold in Pittsburgh. Fuck you, Ralph. Drop dead. Goof on me. You have 2 testicles growing out of your fucking belly. How embarrassing. You know what? I'm fat, but shit. I don't need some operation to fucking take the testicles off my stomach. Suck a dick. You're a piece of shit. Ian's a piece of shit. You're all fucked. You're all fucked in the head. I'm a fucking ex-soldier. Actually, you talking about your right-wing values? I actually practiced my right-wing values. I practiced what I preached. I set foot in Iraq. So you can sit there and wave the American flag all you want. I think you guys are barely Americans, at best. Give me the shit about your political values. You guys, you're just a bunch of fucking stupid trolls. Big fucking deal. And you got me. I backed the wrong horse. And when I found out, I said, you know what? This guy doxed Andy. This guy swatted Andy. This guy. I can't do anything more than that. There's nothing more I can do than that. You want to talk about my kids? You want to talk about me with sexual assault? And if any lawyers want to sue fucking Ralph and work pro bono for me, you can keep every dime.
My New Year's resolution to be as dope as humanly possible.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm not reading the donation. Here's your early VA benefit. Madigar, I never got a DWI. Funny you call me a drunk. Ralph, I've never looked like you a day. I didn't fucking buy an Xbox. I stayed here and I faced the music. And you know what the best part is, Ralph? I was kind of like that SoCal Jesus guy. I was going to lose my kids. And I won. I found a way. And my daughter's right in the fucking other room.
You know what, Ralph? I got to say something, Ralph. You always back the wrong horse because you're dumb. There's a lot of dumb people, and most of them just happen to be the people who argue with you. That's not our fault. But we can't really side with you, otherwise, well, I could have no future for the rest of my life.
Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Here's your early VA.
How do I align with? How do I align with that? What do you expect me to do?
Hey, Ralph, take your victory. You won. You got it.
I mean, Ian Miles Cheong was on that side. What fucking publication's going to hire him?
Oh, God.
And he didn't have to
not
swat
only that,
anybody.
Ian Miles Cheong
his career was over before he swatted people.
Ian Miles Cheong flipped from SJW to a skeptic or whatever the fuck he was. He fucked over the SJWs. He fucked over the other side. He's done. He's finished. No one's going to hire him. When they make videos about him, he'll fucking swat you. I never did that. You never found me in a server with fucking somebody's grandmother's docs. You'll find you, Ralph. You. Not me. I'm clean. The worst thing I did was get in a semantic debate with Keemstar over the word swatting. And when it was abundantly clear that it was swatting, I copped to it.
Tommy, you admitted you were wrong to back Ian, right?
I think I have several times in this stream.
And I also said that I didn't back Ian, right?
Yeah. I didn't even defend it.
Okay, I just want to clarify.
I got an argument with Keemstar. I did never defend it even. I started off the fucking whole thing by calling him a snitch. That's not the nicest thing to call somebody where I'm from. I'm gonna get back on now and see if it goes now. I'm using a backup server, and it looks like we're back up.
Yeah.
You want me to talk to Ralph? Oh, feel free. You really want? I really don't understand why I have to give this guy the fucking time of day.
I mean,
does he still want to talk? Does he still want to talk?
Him and Diorio talking right now.
And look, my stream just went down. Bad mouth and Ian Miles Chung. I guess that your stream goes down. Hey, you bad mouth Ralph. You get doxxed. Ask fucking Diorio.
Yep. All right, ready?
We're up.
Yep.
Ralph Retort, you're on the air.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. How you doing? I was about to say evening, but it's almost 3 a.m. where I'm
Get
at.
to the point.
Same.
Tommy, you seem upset, man. Why are you so mad right now?
I got fucked over, Ralph.
Well, who did that? Did you do that, or did somebody else do that?
I tell you, it's a combination of fucking two. I trusted that fucking moron, and I guess I had bad judgment. I told you on Twitter, you win.
Nope, nobody said you were wrong.
Nobody said you were wrong.
Well, how many times have you had this bad judgment? And I just actually,
I told you on Twitter. If you're looking for me to say I have good judgment, and you quote tweeted it, you came to the wrong place. I don't have an argument with you.
Well, Tommy, why do you even get involved in all this? That's what I don't understand.
I guess I'm a fucking sucker.
Like
you know, for a guy that doesn't take care of his kids, I'm awful fucking sympathetic to hard luck cases, aren't I?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have any kids, but
I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got for me, bud? Is there anything you got a problem with anything I'm saying?
You're calling me a Nazi all day on Twitter.
I think you are. You're gonna have to live with that.
What makes me a Nazi?
What I think you're covert. I think you fucking have hard right views, and the Nazi's really hyperbole. You're all right.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Why do you fucking care? What's wrong?
Brown woman, actually.
Okay, so you're just gonna have to live with.
That's a big ideal of the ethno state, or?
You know what? I think judging by your behavior and your sneak jokes, you're low key. So that's what I think.
Because I make jokes, that makes me.
Yeah. I think the kind of jokes you make when fucking for the.
So which kinds of jokes?
Before running a stream after a bunch of Jews died.
I did run a stream after a bunch of Jews died.
Yeah,
yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty safe guess. You know what? It's a safe guess.
Wait, I can't.
You know what? I think it's a safe. You know what? All you guys were 100% sure Ian Miles Chung was doxing, was swatting. I wasn't. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. All right. I'm about as, and it turned out it was 100% true that he was doing everything he said. I think it's not such a leap. You guys didn't think of a leap. It was a leap that Ian was doing.
Actually, I'll tell you.
I don't think it's as much a leap to think you're on that.
Maybe you want to holler over me, Tonka, or are you going to let me talk?
No, you're going to let me finish. I don't think it's that much of a leap to think you are on that side of the fence. And by the way, Ralph, I don't care. It's up to you.
You seem to care a lot.
No, I make fun of you for it. I think it's funny to have those views.
I mean, you constantly get involved in shit that has nothing to do with you. And
our name comes up
getting
a lot.
No, we don't have an argument.
No, it really doesn't. You guys insert yourself.
I don't have an argument with you for my bad judgment for backing the wrong horses. So I don't.
What came first?
The horses
What came first?
So
you talk about us, we talk about you.
Ralph, I'm a sucker. It's obvious I'm a sucker.
That's true.
All right,
that's very much true.
Do you have anything else?
Do
you want me to stop calling you a Nazi?
No, I would like. I mean, I don't care. You can call me.
Okay, fair enough.
Then I've been called worse.
Then I've been called worse too. I've been called a Nazi too. So we're good.
Well, what I would like to ask you is these jokes that you accused me of making after the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. Actually, it was the day after.
Oh yes, they were in the chat.
They were super chats.
Yes, I'm familiar with this stupid defense.
By the way, a couple of them were kind of funny, to be honest with you.
I'm sure some of them were legitimately funny. But I'm not here to.
You never heard a joke about a tragedy?
No, this is
actually said on the stream that I don't support any type of violence.
I'm not here to discuss your political views. I'm here to discuss Ian Miles Chung.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Well, not really. I've done much worse.
Even further, I didn't think you could embarrass yourself any further today, but You're doing it right now.
But because look, I think you didn't care if I called you a Nazi. So we're even. I told you I was wrong. Is there anything else? Because I don't want to discuss your political views. I don't. What are you going to try to talk me out of it? Come on. I'm not going to talk you at anything, and you're not going to talk me at it.
Well, no, I'm just proving the point that you just say whatever dumb shit comes to your mind, and that's what's gotten you into a bunch of problems over the past year. You keep backing people with no evidence whatsoever.
Now we're repeating ourselves.
You back Sargon on his bullshit.
Ralph,
you back.
The problem is people are bringing evidence.
Ralph, you said that
wrong.
last time.
Okay, so what is the point for you guys to ever back Ian Miles Cheong? Why would you even insert yourself?
I didn't.
You know what? That makes no sense whatsoever. At least with Tonka, you can say, all right, that's your friend. You've been on his streams. Like, I can kind of understand that, even though Tonka completely...
Look, Tonka was okay. Look, Tonka was good friends with Ian, right? I watched Ian before I was unbaited, before everything. I liked Ian's articles. I liked when he worked with Milo. You worked with Milo, correct?
My wife worked with Milo.
Your wife worked with Milo.
And my actual wife actually worked at Milo's publication.
So it would have been okay. So it would have been
with
like
Ian, actually.
Yeah. So when the whole Gamergate thing, which by the way I had nothing to do with, I had no fucking place in the internet at that point, right? We know, like, I thought those guys were great. I listened to Internet Aristocrat. I used to listen to Thunderfoot. I was part of all that as a fan. So I gave these guys the benefit of the doubt. So there's your answer. Do you like it?
What, do you know anything about anything? You realize Ian was on the opposite side of Gamergate when
initially,
started, right?
until fucking Sargon put him over, and I generally believed he flipped. Now I'm wondering if he just warps into whatever political position.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I mean,
my question is,
why
even get involved, Tommy? Like, this had nothing to do with you.
I thought he was somebody worth sticking up for.
Because we're a trending topics news show.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But
that's another thing.
It's clear that you guys just saw, okay, Ian's fighting with Warski and Andy and Medicare now. Let me just back him without any.
Well, no, I mean, it's a pretty serious thing.
Ian reached out.
That's not true.
Ian reached out. I'm not fucking making this. I'm not saving Ian here. Ian fucking reached out for help.
Ian reached out for help. No, I'm not sure that's true. I just didn't buy Keemstar's narrative. That's not true.
Well, Nick's saying it happened. I mean, I don't know. Unless
I don't know. Maybe
am I wrong?
No,
am I wrong?
I'm waiting to think. I'm trying to think back a second. I don't think Ian reached out to me. I think I reached out to him. I gave him the benefit.
So you reached out to him. You're not helping.
No, I didn't. No. I didn't help myself. Certainly. Right, but I thought. Look, like I said, I was into all this stuff. I gave these guys. You know, he was friends with Tonka. You were friends with Tonka for a long time.
I was.
I thought he was. I thought he was a guy worth sticking up for. Guess what's wrong?
But the Tonka, I don't know. The Tonka thing is totally different. Like I could, I actually understand.
No, but look. Ian came on my show. Ian been nothing but nice to me. I had no reason to believe. Okay. I had no reason to believe. Fucking Sargon put him over a couple years ago, and said that we could give him a chance. I did. That's what I'm guilty of. And you know what? You have every right to goof on me for that because I have no argument. If there's anything else, Ralph, you want to discuss, I'd like to get to, because I don't want to do the same topic over and over again. I think that's fair, right?
I mean, I guess I just don't understand why
I really don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with you. I probably can continue to make fun of you. You're going to make fun of each other. I'm not trying to get you to shut up. I will never see my hands on a takedown notice. You'll never see. You haven't seen it yet. You're not going to see. I'm not going to flag anybody. But that's fine. We can just keep it how it is. Fair enough?
Fair enough, Tommy.
All right.
You have a good one, sir.
Fair, you too. Take care.
All right.
There you
go.
Fair enough. He was a lot more pleasant than I thought. But I don't want to get in this circular conversation. But why did he do this? There's no good answer. Stupidity?
Listen, you're at the point where everything's fucking crashing down around both of us. They're writing stuff like Ian's definitely a fucking swatter. Ian comes to you, and what does he say?
Let's see. Like, the swatter thing, here's what happened.
I'm saying between the first message and the second message. Between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m., what did he say?
When Keem drops the DM in the audio, the initial audio, looks like to me like he's making a police report, which, by the way, I have no problem. If Andy was guilty of that shit and it wasn't made up, I got no problem with making a police report. All right? But
I do. It's a snitch.
But it's a fucking. Okay. It's a fucking snitch. I got a big problem with calling. There's a huge difference between a snitch and a SWAT. He's snitching on him for something legit. It's legit. If it's not legit, it's a SWAT. And it turned out. So to me, it was like, look, Ian got butt hurt, and then he called him out on something legit he knew about, which, by the way, is a fucking low ass blow. And I said
And that's
it right
the
away.
conclusion that I came to.
And that's the conclusion we both came to. It's a snitch.
And I said he's a piece of shit.
Okay. So
and he should be off the
that
internet.
tweet blows up. I call Ian. I said right to his face, you fucked up. You're definitely finished on YouTube. Thinking that his journalism career would probably still be going, right? All right, at least he could. I even said to him, like, how much you got to worry about Hype Break? And he said, I'm not going to, whatever. All right. I go, how much you got to worry on Hype Break? He said what he said. And he said what he said. And this is the point in time where he could have told me, Tommy, I did it. This is the point in time where he could have told me. This told me he never did. Tommy, I switched to fucking porn thumbnails. I had already stuck up for him yesterday.
By the way, the porn thumbnails thing didn't come out until Ralph's show, as far as I know.
Okay.
That's when that story broke. So he ran with that even after the swatting.
So that's another thing. Here they have my piss poor judgment. My stupidity got me dead to rights. And my parenting comes into question.
Yeah, but that's always come into question anytime anybody's argued with you.
But, I'm the only fucking guy with kids on the internet, apparently. I mean, it's such a mind fuck for somebody to have a family, I guess. All these guys with conservative values.
What's my New Year's resolution?
Don't join the army. Don't fucking have kids. Thank you, Jamis. None of them. He's and he didn't come in here and say, hey, look, you didn't take care of your kids. I'm not really a Nazi. Well, I think you are. Okay, fine. People call me worse. It's over. Still going to make fun of his fat ass, and I guarantee he's going to do the same thing to me. But one thing Ralph is 100% correct about, 100% correct about, is I am backing just as bad a people as he's running with or is or whatever. There's no doubt. And there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to change that. Other than
and that ends completely today.
And that ends today. I really, after Baited broke up and stuff like that, I think it was sometime, like, I just got sick of fucking exposed videos. And this whole game of taking people down and taking people's subs away. The whole thing just seemed like a bunch of horse shit to me. Doxing. I never got involved in any of that shit.
Yeah. Just like when they tried to link
up right about now.
Ian came from a fucking world that I thought Gamergate was the coolest goddamn thing ever. I thought when Milo was on top, I thought it was the coolest fucking. It turns out Milo's a piece of shit. God, he's in trouble with the Australian mob. Not paying them.
We're talking about the community that's sending me the Book of Islam every
I am not
day,
the only
that's
guy
posting my fucking address online, and I'm sitting here saying,
you make a video. You make a video on Ralph.
Just as bad.
Yeah, he made a legit video. Look, you made a legit video on Ralph. All this magic fucking happens. I get involved in this. I speak out. I do a trending topic, and my streams go down for the first time in 2 years.
And subsequently, when they go talking, their shit goes down. There are no good people in blood sports.
Yeah. And maybe you could throw me in that list.
It's not just
because,
Ralph, it's everyone.
Stupidity isn't always defensible. And I don't know if my stupidity is defensible in this situation as well.
I'll own it.
I'll eat it. I ate the fuck. I mean, the Tonka. Like, I'm glad he gave me the break on the Tonka thing. I was friends with the guy. I talked to the guy. We talked about wrestling. They used to talk about wrestling, from what I understand. I don't know. I think we're just repeating ourselves. I promise myself.
No, I like Tonka. I'll talk to Tonka offline. But Ian Miles Cheong has nothing in common with me. I've never spoken to him in my entire life, and he's one of the biggest fucking snakes I've ever seen. He pinned us. He David Sherroded us, and it's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
And you know what?
That these people
and you know what, Nick,
come to us and talk all this shit like we're gonna come defend them.
Yeah,
it's fucking ridiculous.
Nick, I owe an apology to you. You always have my back. You always come to my ear. You always come to my ear. You don't have to do it this time. To be perfectly honest with you, bud, I apologize for getting you involved in this shit. Ralph is fucking right. I shouldn't be defending any of these guys. I should be doing my stupid ass show. But look, the end of my thing is, here's what I need you to know. All right. I'm not some evil fuck. At worst, I'm stupid. At worst, I'm stupid. You're never going to catch me doxing anybody. We're never going to catch me fucking sending a copyright strike or any of that fucking horse shit unless somebody's actually stealing my copyright or retransing me, which has happened in the past. I have a million videos on me. Never made a fucking federal case about it. And those videos, they deserve to come out. But one thing I am not going to do, you're not going to see me screw anybody. I'm more than likely going to stick up for people. But again, that ends today. Absolutely. I really got to see.
It's fine if you stick up for somebody, but if you do stick up for somebody and they decide to fuck you like they did today, expect a stream like this every fucking time. Because if you fuck us here at Shot from the Point, we're gonna fuck you.
That's pretty much it. That's the old Shot from the Point. I just wanted to do content and stuff about stupid shit. But if that's what's got to be done, that's what's got to be done. And I'm pretty fucking good at it. Historically. You know, I also got to find out who my friends were in this situation when things got a little hairy. You know, yeah, Tipster, I'm talking to you. If things would ever got really hairy for you, I would have stuck up for you like I did all those other guys. Not again. If you make a major fuck up, I'm going to bury you, Tipster. So, good luck. I mean,
it's times like this.
Yesterday, yesterday he posts agree to disagree. Me and Tommy just had a disagreement. Today, he dances on my grave when I get something wrong. Well, that can be different in a couple months. Love Tipster. Tipster was the guy that came to me and begged me not to go unbaited because he thought Keem would fuck me. And those tweets go way, way back. And he supported me when the whole thing fell apart and didn't rub it in my face. I don't know why 2 years later that he would take a screw up where my heart was in the right place as a chance to spike the football. But he did, and that's fine. Ralph won this one. Tipster won this one. God, Memeology didn't spike the football on me, for Christ's sake. At least not yet. And
he spiked the football on me, but I kind of deserved it.
Oh.
I've never been going with Memeology.
I like Memeology. He's fine with me. I have no problem with the guy. It's actually really reasonable to talk to offline. So, yeah, if that's the way it's got to be, do we have to go out with, be super hyper aware? And if we see you fucking up over here, we're going to point it out.
We're coming for your SFTP, bitch.
We're going to point it out. And really nobody, with the possible exception of the NCO, is off base anymore.
We riding on all these niggas, bro.
If I find out you're fucking up and I can get some content out of it and a few donations, I will bury you. I promise. I don't care how nice you were to me.
Bury.
I don't care if you helped me in the past. I will fucking bury you. Because that's the way it's got to be on here. And that's the way I didn't want it to be. I don't like joining the witch hunts. I don't like doing that. I like sticking up for people. But that just can't be done.
You just can't sit around and be the nice guy anymore.
No.
And not to quote somebody that... Well, let's quote the book of Mr. Medicare.
What do you say?
No internet friends. No internet friends.
I can't. No, I won't go that far. If he wants to do that, because then you turn into a total snake. I'm not snaking anybody. But if I think you're trying to get me, I'm going to get you first. You guys like fucking Broski could have staked me. My whole staff could have staked me. I have to have friends. I have to have Diorio. I have to have fucking Zhivago. I have to have Real Talk. Catastrophia. You need those people to make it go, to make it fucking fun. I wouldn't want to do what Medicare does. He hates everybody. Everybody's expendable at any time. I don't want that. I'm gonna make this sort of a populist movement, for this country. Shot from the point. And we'll look out for ourselves. I'm going to build a wall.
Shot from the point doesn't have to go back to stupid. It doesn't have to go back on offense. Shot from the point is whatever shot from the point is when you turn on the fucking show at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
And for some people that sit there and say, all I do is stuff on Keem. It's pretty fucking diverse.
Yeah.
That's fine. He gets all he does is Jake Paul.
Yeah. It's pretty diverse. I mean, yeah, all I do is Jake Paul. I barely do Jake. I should have done Jake Paul last February.
That's what Keem gets. Dude, it goes around, comes around.
Yeah, got
you
it,
get all you
we
do is
did
Keemstar.
fucking
Keemstar gets all he does is Jake Paul.
We did Geekdom 101. We did something on Keem recently. Geekdom 101. Phil DeFranco. When I lost the fucking bet, we had the guy that made Super Seducer. Zombie Unicorn. Call Me Carson's future million sub YouTuber. We interviewed the lawyer that's involved in the antitrust case with Patreon and Sargon of Akkad. We covered the Rice Gum situation. We did a news broadcast where we just ran down the news of the week. I told a stupid story about this pet of mine when I was a kid. We had I Am Alex on, Mr. T Lexify, big Twitch star in Zombies community.
You know why? You know why people say what you do is Keemstar?
Hey guys, you see Keemstar in here?
You know why? Because it's the only ones they click on.
Yeah, that's the only ones you click on. That's on you.
You see the views are bigger on those ones.
2 months ago when Keemstar said I was fucking running to the Wall Street Journal, which again wasn't true, I defended myself on that.
People are saying I'm sucking dick. What? I'm sucking dick on my own fucking show?
Yeah, we did. It's a show.
God, I love me so much.
Yeah.
Let me get a rib.
We did this. We covered Ralph. We covered Andy Worski. This is the fucking one that supposedly Ian Miles Chung. This one right here with Andy Worski on the right was flagged. Ian Miles Chung said that Andy flagged this fucking thing, right? At no point in any time we call him a goddamn a pedophile. Go watch it. I didn't take it down. I have no reason to. We got the fucking right interview right after Ricky Berg was on Alex Jones.
And you know what? I'll walk that one back. Back.
What?
I can't trust whoever sent that thing. I can't trust.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
I can't trust anybody. I'm just gonna say it's false now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's true. I don't even know. I don't know if it's true. But you know what? We didn't throw him under the bus. We took what was leaked. Other people covered it. Medicard in his video. Billy the Fridge's fucking story. The Shane Dawson.
We didn't write, oh, this looks really bad.
No.
We presented the context. We presented the evidence.
Mysterio's Coconuts in his situation. This is pretty fucking diverse. It is what it's going to be. There's the Ian Miles Chung interview. Corinne Forever. That was funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You know, a gay guy got in a fucking a gay date, and turned out the girl was the guy was transgender, so he was actually dating a girl. What a mind fuck that is. That's a funny ass story. We got Josh Pilote. Guy did fucking 5 years in prison for a troll.
And he's back.
And he's back.
That was depressing.
Yeah. And he's back.
Also Jinx.
And he's back. But hey, there's also stuff going on here. This isn't all Keemstar. But I'm not gonna. If Keemstar fucks up again, yeah. Scares. We fucked up. We fucked with Scares. And then he came on and gave us a fucking huge interview. Biggest interview. Released that he had a terrible drug problem. Exclusive here. We went to war with Kavos. We went to war with Kavos. We unwent to war with Kavos. You know? It's pretty fucking it's pretty fucking diverse, guys.
We like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's pretty diverse. It's not all Keemstar. If we could goof on Keemstar, we goof on Keemstar. If Keemstar,
I'm not Team Kavos.
If Keemstar says I'm working with the Wall Street Journal or doxing people or taking things down, we're going to defend himself. If Keemstar says I'm not fucking feeding my family and said I bought an Xbox or I'm here avoiding child support when that's exactly what I fucking did was stay here, we're going after Keemstar. We're going to take it one day at a time, whatever it brings us. And that bitch can cry, you know what you do is cover me. Yeah, when you fuck up. And be honest with you, if the Wall Street Journal runs that article on you, we're going to cover that too.
Also, we really want Joy Sparkle to come on for an interview.
Yes.
I just want to leave that here. You might want to ask her. I know she's been really wanting to come on ever since the Kumite.
Yes.
So we really want to platform Joy Sparkle.
Yes,
she said that we were trying to platform her.
Ah, fuck Joy Sparkle.
So that would be really appreciated.
Mighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree.
Hey, let me get in some shout out some of these chats.
Blackstone, 6 mounted
before I go.
Bullets look like waffle calls. Affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli.
We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done yet. Let me shout out these generous donations. I can't believe you. I didn't expect to get them now. Believe me.
I want to be that dick. So hold on 1 second. Keep going.
I don't. I want to make sure I get these shout outs 100% on this time. I did not check the super chat. But you know the rule we have in there about those.
Just before you do that.
What's that?
They got attacked with a bunch of naked black guys.
What?
Thank you, Jay Lee.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jay Lee. Thank you, Jay Lee. All right. Liam A.K. digs out for Pugnant. All right. Sure. No, that wasn't it. That was the other day. Ralph, I'm fat. Thank you, Ralph. That's $3. $10 from Xavier. Wow, finally a stream I can make. Great shit, Bo. Ralph, thanks for blocking me, you pussy. That was $50 from
What's my New Year's resolution? To be as dope as humanly possible.
Looks like we got another Catito. Dear Tommy, once you calm down, you were able to get your point across. Haha. Oh yeah, I was a little upset on this one. Let me read these suckers out, and thank you so much.
I'd be upset too if my fucking family was be. Oh wait, they are.
Yeah, my family's under attack for fucking. My wife, kids didn't do shit to anybody, and you know what? Ralph didn't come in here and defend his actions either. All right, I $100 total from the Jammers. Thank you so much. Actually, 110. Thank you so much. Gamer J Lee with $25. Film Oddity. You fuck me, I fuck you right back. Verse tops on SFTP. That's it. Thank you so much.
Damn.
GG's.
GG's. You made it worth it. I'll see you guys Monday. I'll see you guys Monday. No, I'm not. It's no point streaming during the fucking Super Bowl. And yeah, let Real Talk take it out.
Besides, that's the big Sunday.
Yeah, we're going away. Speedy Bird.
We're still here. We're still here.
Take care, everybody.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm.
I ain't never been a liar,
got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree.
A raw potato.
King's home, slapping fives,
what?
Black
With
Stone,
$2. Thank you so much.
Bullets look like waffle cones.
Oh yeah, I'm leaving the stream up.
Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a